to Cape Town outside the National Assembly. President Ramaphosa will answer questions in the House in about a half an hour from now. He will be asked whether he plans to launch an investigation into alleged corruption in state security and crime intelligence, but he may also be grilled on the crisis in the northwest. Let's pick that up with my colleague Lester Kiewit outside the House. And it's inevitable, Lester, good afternoon to you, that the northwest in one way or another is going to come into the discussion this afternoon.
That's right. It does feel like it's been some time since President Ramaphosa has been to the National Assembly to answer MPs' questions rather. And as the saying goes, a week seems like a long time in politics, and it does seem as if a lifetime has passed over the last few weeks. And as you said, questions regarding the Northwest Premier definitely going to be on the agenda from MPs during supplementary questions. Now, we do know that the President of the Republic has no legal power to fire any of the premiers of the province, but Cyril Ramaphosa also leads the ANC's NEC as party president. So I'm sure there's going to be plenty of questions directed at Cyril Ramaphosa from a party political level on just exactly what the status is of the Northwest Premier Supra Mahumapelo. Also regarding the different Northwest departments, provincial departments, like the Department of Health put under national administration. That's definitely going to be coming through. But I think what's also quite interesting is also questions regarding the now National Commissioner of the South African Correctional Services, Arthur Fraser. That's also seemingly was quite busy within our news cycle over the last few weeks, has gone quiet recently. But since Arthur Fraser's appointment, this is the first time for President Ramaphosa to be in the National Assembly. There is a question regarding the State Security Agency and crime intelligence. I'm sure we can expect questions from particularly opposition benches, just exactly what led the President to firstly remove Arthur Fraser from that Director General post of the Department of State Security, and then instead of firing him, rather moving him laterally to the Department of Correctional Services. Some key questions needing to be answered by the President in the National Assembly this afternoon.
Lester, one of the problems with question time like this is often the event is overtaken by political scandal, allegations of malfeasance, but also looking at the order paper in front of me, there are many key questions on the economy, and that is something that President Ramaphosa is not only trying to build his own reputation on, but also the reputation of the party come 2019.
That's right. I do think there is a particularly economic tone to the question paper this morning. As we know that these questions are rotated amongst political parties, it does feel as if the ANC has the biggest slice of the cake, with more sort of president-friendly questions being asked by ANC MPs. And you're right, lots of big questions being asked about these economic envoys. Cyril Trevor Manuel, the former finance minister, to name a few, part of that economic envoy. The president has said that he wants to raise more than 1 billion rand on the foreign market, and this is the job of these foreign envoys. There's going to be some detail on exactly what their key mandate is, what are their deliverables, and what are they expected to achieve if they go on their roadshows to foreign markets. But there's also a question by the DA's Musi Maimani in line with these economic envoys. There's questions on how does President Cyril Ramaphosa answer that question of land expropriation without compensation, seeing that foreign markets are so jittery about the concept of land expropriation. Just exactly what are these international economic envoys? What is their message from the president to international markets? So these are the finer details that opposition parties are expecting the president to outline in the National Assembly. Today is always said that land expropriation without compensation would be done in a manner that is legal and in line with the Constitution. There's just more detail, more clarity being sought by opposition during his question and answer session later this afternoon.
All right.